Hello there guys, welcome in another part. So after we sort out everything with the mines, it's time to start to create the terrain material and start to paint the terrain to look a bit better. So to do that, let's go to our content browser. Let's go to under new. So let's make a grouping under materials. Create the package. It's gonna be terrain materials and the name Termat. Okay, let's just ignore this. Let's right click and make a new material. It's gonna be terrain material 1. So okay, here we have our a window which we're gonna make our terrain terrain materials, mean like textures and stuff. So first what we need to do, we need to make we need to choose the texture. So let's go and type grass, and this one need to be under the UDK game, under the textures, and over here I have really nice grass, which is this one. So let's drag it over here and let's make this one, because that's a normal and it's gonna look better. So we have those two textures, but we need to have a bit more because we want to paint it. We want to have a rock and this kind of stuff. So we need to create the layers. So let's go under the right click and under terrain and new terrain layer wave. So we need to create this one, and let's call it grass. When we selected it, let's press Ctrl and W, so we basically duplicate that. So we have this one as a layer and this one as a layer over here. So that's going to be our first layer, but that's not enough. Like under the preview, let's make 10. And right now what we need to have a texture coordinates. So let's go on the right click, terrain layer coordinates. So over here let's put a scale of 8. So we have this one, Ctrl W, and let's hook up under UVs. So that's pretty easy. We have our first texture setup. Let's go and choose, for example, right now sand. So we have sand over here and then normal over here. So let's bring the sand, and let's bring the sand normal. Let's maximize it. And let's first take this one, duplicate this one as well, duplicate. Okay, just my sensitivity is too high over here. Let's change it and let's call it sand. Let's hook up this one under the layer, and what we need to do, we need to take this and give me a sec, take this and hook it under the base. And that should be fine. Let's make this one preview as 8. Okay, so exactly the same thing we need to do with the normal. Let's make a preview of 8. Let's duplicate this. Let's hook up over here. Let's hook up this as a layer. Let's change the name of sand. And let's take this one and let's put over here. So it's almost done. We need a rock now. So we need to find a nice rock. We have nice rock over here. So let's take this rock and let's take this rock normal. Let's zoom out a bit. So let's put it over here. Okay, we didn't hook up this terrain coordinates under this UV. Okay, so exactly the same procedure. Let's take this one. Let's call it rock. Let's hook a rock under the layer. This one under the base. Take our coordinates. Duplicate this. Hook this up under UV. Let's make this one 6. And this one, as this is diffuse, we need to hook up under diffuse. And you can see the preview over here. So let's do exactly the same for our normal. Let's call it rock. So if everything is hooked up, let's put under the normal. And let's just apply. Yeah, that will be fine. Everything's okay. So let's close this. Let's go to our content browser. Let's find our material. Here is it. So let's right now double click on our terrain, and you can see here landscape and landscape material, and there is none. Let's click this arrow with this material selected in the content browser, and this is supposed to apply the material to our terrain. Okay, all fine. So right now let's go to our landscape mode. Let's put down, let's go under edit, and let's make layer name grass, and press this plus button. Now sand, and let's add it, and now rock, and let's just add it. Okay, so let's select our grass and let's hold, okay, let's hold control and okay, it's not gonna get crazy. Let's hold control and left mouse, and this will paint for us our basic texture. Okay, this is going a bit crazy because of my mouse sensitivity. I'm gonna make it a bit bigger, and as you can see, here we have our first texture. let's make it a bit smaller, and let's go for example for the rock. And as you can see, I'm starting to paint the rock over here, and you can see it blends really nice. Let's increase the strength. Let's get the sand right now. The first time is a bit, when you're starting to paint, a bit slow, but the rest it's pretty nice. And here we have partially sand. Okay, so I'm gonna paint it behind the scenes. So this is the basic preview how you can set up this one, and I'm gonna come back to you after I finished, and we're gonna move on with another creation of the assets and the level.